We are really running out of time in this high school football season. 3 weeks left to go. Week 9 continuing tonight. That time of the year where teams are making that playoff push or distancing themselves from the pack. In the 6A District 28, a prime example of that tonight. It's our Ken's 5 game of the week. It's Reagan and it's Churchill over at Hero Stadium. Rattlers undefeated in district play. Churchill right in the middle of the pack, and part of the reason why the Rattlers are good is Caleb Capuccio. Not good there though. Wayne Roundtree, the INT, taken down just shy of the end zone, ultimately would pack it in for a score. Churchill taking a 7-0 lead at that point, but Capuccio responds and Reagan responds. Cole Pryor doing the job, knotting it up at 7 apiece. Ensuing Churchill possession, special teams in favor of the Rattlers, doing good things like that. Punt block deep into the red zone, and Capuccio doing the job from there himself. Rattlers taking a 14-7 lead in the first quarter once he finds pay dirt and would take off from there. Pop up the final score for you. Reagan 44-7 winners, still undefeated in district play, really on a crash course with Brandeis. Play last week of the season, in all likelihood both undefeated for a district championship. The Churchill loss of benefit to both Clark and Roosevelt, caught up in the middle of District 28, that log jam. This is Devin Tennyson Shepard. Get to the outside in the flat. And when he does get to the outside, it looks like a TD on your screen, but it's not. He was forced out, does all the dirty work, and Brendan Carroll, his buddy, vultures the TD. You know what? He'll take it. 7-0 Rough Riders after the opening possession, but back come the Cougs. Philip Metzger, he's the backup quarterback. This is first series in for the boys in black. Michael Vasquez on the receiving end. 7-7 in the first quarter. Roosevelt, they'd regain the lead, but Chris Skirtz and Clark promptly, they would take it back, or at least the deficit responded, making it 14 even at that point. And from there on, I should say, Clark prevails, walking away with a fun 34-29 victory. Madison and Lee, looking right now, they're both going to be on the outside looking into the postseason, but you know what? They got the world in their hands. Those Madison get it, world in their hands. Actually, those were Lee fans, I should be saying. Doesn't make the game any less important. Landon Gill, that's the Mavericks quarterback, going to work. Connected with Tommy Brown, putting the Mavs up 28-0 in the second quarter. Then it's Gill one more time, keeping it himself, extending the advantage, 42-0 in favor of the visitors. Ensuing kickoff, balls get a little bit sloppy. Brown again doing the job, 49-0 at the break. Madison goes on to win tonight 56-7. A team undefeated in their respective district as well, and really then some on top of that. 7-0 Steel back at it tonight, trying to make it a perfect 8 for 8. Hosting rival East Central. Perfect fall night for high school football. Get the behind-the-scenes view of the run out for a Knights team at Lunoff. Oh, they're doing a lot of good things recently. Royal Capel, a big reason why. Eating up yardage, coming right at you. Watch your man go to work. A lot of weapons on this Steel football team. You saw one of them there. He's another Jaden Bailey. Stops on a dime, just plants that foot, and he does the damage. Not in the end zone, though. Not enough damage. Not enough. That time he does. Dots the I's, cross the T's. Knights another win tonight. Final score, a lot to a little, I should say. Game still in action right now, 49-3. Steel getting ready to close out their 8th consecutive victory. Judson coming in tied at 1-1 with the Hornets, so that loss of interest to them. Taking on San Marcos, continuing conference play against the Rattlers. Second quarter, tied at 7. 4th and 11, what do you do? Now, Elijah Favela did this last week. It didn't result in the same kind of thing, keep a play alive with his feet, but did it there. Jeremiah Dunn in the end zone, that's the score. 14-7 Rockets, then up 21-7 a little bit later on in the first half. Nathaniel Stanley, this is commonplace. It's commonplace. It's going to be for a little while. He's a sophomore, doing things like that. Can't get it all the way into the end zone, but the red zone and then ultimately the end zone. Final score today, or this one just going final, right on the verge of it? Yep, right on the verge of it. 55-28. Judson looking to pick up a dub tonight. No scoreboard watching for both Clemens and New Braunfels High Corns. I think my man right here is Bill Taylor joins me. He was in the unicorn suit. I think he was actually bothered by that. I don't know. Yeah, I think he was mildly perturbed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyways, that's the high. That's Layton Adams. Finding fullback Maddox Markovsky sounds like a fictional boxer. You know what? Throwing the first punch and getting the points on the board. That's nice. Buffalo is responding to the red zone. Nathan Alvarez hooking up with Brian Nathaniel is his name. Both feet are down. That's a score tied at 7-0, but Bill, it was homecoming today for the Corns.
Right.
It was homecoming in the second quarter. You don't lose on homecoming, right?
Not supposed to.
No, you never lose on homecoming. And New Braunfels, they did not tonight. Tyree Johnson doing the damage right there. I don't know what they say when it's time for the Unicorns to party, but you're partying on homecoming, that's what you do.
I love it. Nice pink out for homecoming, too.
Yes.
Good stuff, Unicorn.